Hi everybody! Thank you so much for joining me again today. My name is Desiree Dennis and I am a spirit medium, Reiki master, and spiritual workshop facilitator. I just did an amazing yoga flow before this video, so I'm very blissed out, and that makes me especially excited to see what is going to come through today. So a few months ago, I posted a video where I began to introduce the concept of the Spirit Guidance Team. The Spirit Guidance Team is the term I like to use to describe the loving group of beings on the other side that are assisting you in your journey on Earth. This team includes your higher self, your spirit guides, your master teachers, your angels, your spirit animal totems, your loved ones in spirit, and more. It's my goal to slowly make videos that honor each of the beings of your spirit guidance team. Back in the summer, I posted the first video in this series, which was entitled, "What is your higher self?" So if you want to get caught up on the series, you can check out the What is your higher self video, which will be linked in the description below. Today, however, we will be delving into a discussion about your spirit guides. Before we begin, I would just like to note that I will be speaking about spirit guides based on my own experience and my own understanding at this time. Many times in the spiritual community, there may be different words or phrases that people use to describe essentially the same concept. So if I'm using terminology that is different than the terminology that you would use, feel free to replace the words I'm using in your own mind with whatever terminology works for you. So we have something a little bit special today. As I was writing the outline for this video, I actually decided to call in my own personal spirit guide, Shakkaia, to assist me in talking about the concept of a spirit guide. I asked her to help me to speak about this as accurately as possible and to add in any contributions that she wanted to make about the role of a spirit guide. Because who better to ask than a spirit guide herself? And I'm actually going to call her in and do a little bit of a Q&A with her live on the video, where I will ask some questions that I am not as familiar with in terms of the role of a spirit guide, and we will all see what she has to say in response. Let's get to it, friends. In the most basic sense, a spirit guide is a being who was assigned to help guide you in your life's journey. As I was talking to Shakkaia about this, she actually told me that another aspect that's very important to being a spirit guide is that a spirit guide also helps to support and encourage you on your life's journey as well. I asked her if it was kind of like being a cheerleader, and she replied to me, something like that. And she went on to say that being a spirit guide is more similar to being a coach or a personal trainer that is offering personalized suggestions to the person that they are working with. She told me that a coach cannot run the race for you, but they can give you tips to help you run it. So that means that the person on Earth has to do all of the heavy lifting themselves, but your spirit guides can give you guidance and support along the way. There are several different types of spirit guides, and today we are going to be looking at primary spirit guides and supplementary spirit guides. What is a primary spirit guide? The first thing I want to tell you about a primary spirit guide is that we all have at least one being on the other side that is assigned to be with us from the moment we are born to the moment that we transition back into the spirit world. This is your primary spirit guide. Because your primary spirit guide is with you for your entire life, they are generally not a being that you've ever met in this lifetime. Instead, your spirit guide is usually a trusted friend or family member from a previous lifetime that you have lived, a past lifetime. Or they could be some spirit that you have become close to during the time that you spend in the spirit world between your lifetimes. Sometimes a primary spirit guide can also be a relative or an ancestor that you have never met before. For example, my dear sister has our great-grandmother, whose name is Amelia, as one of her spirit guides. My great-grandmother Amelia comes from my father's side of the family, and my sister has never met her, and neither have I, in this lifetime, but we have felt her spirit around my sister as one of her spiritual guides that is helping her in her life's journey. Some people may actually have more than one primary spirit guide that are helping them with different aspects of their life. I'd like to mention here that sometimes a child's imaginary friend is actually their spirit guide that they are able to see and perceive at their young age. Children can be extremely aware of spirits that are around them on the other side. So if you had an imaginary friend when you were growing up, or if you know a child or have a child who is constantly talking about an imaginary friend that is with them, there's a chance that you or that child is picking up on their spirit guide. My brother actually had his spirit guide appear to him in his room when he was a small child. And he said that he just saw a man that was standing there, and my brother went and talked to my mom about it, and fortunately she was able to explain to him that that was likely his spirit guide that wanted to make himself known to my brother. And my brother and his spirit guide have had a wonderful relationship ever since, and it's always touching to my brother to be able to connect with his spirit guide. I'd also like to take a moment to talk a little bit about the difference between a spirit guide and a master teacher as I currently understand it. A spirit guide is generally a spirit that is at a similar stage of their soul's growth and evolvement as you. Spirit guides are also generally assigned to work with just one person. A master teacher, on the other hand, is usually a more experienced and evolved spirit on the other side that may be guiding a lot of people at the same time. We'll talk more about master teachers in a later video, but I just wanted to take a moment to explain some of the differences. What is the role of a primary spirit guide? You can think of your primary spirit guide as a wise and loving friend who is walking with you every step along the way in your life's journey. They care deeply about you, and they want you to have every chance to accomplish what you wish to accomplish in this lifetime. Just like your higher self, your spirit guide knows your life purpose and the lessons that you wish to learn in this lifetime. Your primary guide was a part of the team that assisted you in the creation of your life plan before you were born. They are also the person that helps you to stay on track with that life plan as you go through your life's journey. Your spirit guide is able to send you telepathic suggestions and tips as you are moving through your life. These are suggestions that contribute to your greater wellness and joy and sense of direction on the planet. Many times these suggestions from your spirit guides may feel like they are your own thoughts because your spirit guide has been with you your entire life and you are used to receiving these suggestions without even being aware of it sometimes. However, with more practice, you can learn to become aware of what your spirit guides are trying to tell you and to have a greater understanding of how they are helping you. Due to your free will, you always have the freedom whether or not to follow through with the suggestions that you're receiving from your spirit guides. I'd also like to take a moment now to touch on supplementary spirit guides. Supplementary spirit guides are beings that come in at different times of your life to help you with something specific that you are working on. For example, if you are in the process of learning a new skill, like a certain musical instrument, or you have started to embark on a new venture, like writing a book, for example, you may have a spirit that is a master of that particular skill join your spirit guidance team for a certain period of your life. While many times these supplementary spirit guides may come to you of their own accord, it is also possible to specifically call in certain spirit guides to assist you with something that you're working on. And so I wanted to let you know about that possibility today, that if there's something in your life that you want to accomplish and you want to achieve, that you could ask for some specialized spirit guides to join you. You could even ask your primary spirit guide to help you to find the supplementary spirit guides that will help you with a specific task that you would like to achieve in your life. And it doesn't matter how large or how small, the spirits I've found are extremely open to assisting you in your daily life. I just want to make one other little note here. Your loved ones in spirit that are working with you regularly and that are assisting you in your life's journey could also be considered to be spirit guides, and you might want to actually use that word to describe some of your loved ones in spirit. Just so you understand where I'm coming from, whenever I refer to a spirit guide, I am speaking about a spirit that you've never known personally that is helping you from the other side. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Definitely stay tuned in this coming week. There will be 2 more videos coming out about spirit guides. I decided to add in a bonus video this Wednesday, and the subject of that video will be how to identify the specific personal spirit guides that are working with you and how to learn more about them. So if you enjoyed this video and you're really curious about your spirit guides and you want to learn more about how to find out who your spirit guide or spirit guides are, then please stay tuned this Wednesday for that video. Then this coming Sunday, I will actually be leading a guided meditation journey to help you to have the experience of meeting your spirit guides in meditation. So I'm sure I'll be seeing you very soon. In the meantime, feel free to like this video, leave a comment. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to make sure you get notifications when there's a new posting. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. I always put an announcement up on Instagram when there's a new video that is live. I hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy yourself, my friends. Bye! They are also the person that helps you to stay on track with that life plan. with whatever I can't remember if I already said that, to assist me in talking about the concept of the higher, wrong video,